What is going on, guys? This is Josh and I'm from Hisbrew Coffee, helping you to make better coffee each step of the way. Now, today in this video, we're going to deep dive into Timemore's newest release, 2 different scales for 2024. Right here on my right, you have the Basic 2.0 and on my left, you have the Mini. Now, let's just first discuss about the Basic 2.0. If you look at the shape and the size of the Basic 2.0, it's exactly identical to the previous model. Here, I have one of their previous model with me. And you can see everything of it, its dimension, its size, its weight, everything looks similar. But underneath the hood, it's everything that's different. Let's look at physically what's different first of all. You have your on-off button right here, which is pretty nice. The first model did not have an on-off button, and that was pretty annoying. When you put it in your backpack, you could absolutely turn it on and so on, right? Additionally, what they added is a rubber seal so that it seals your charging USB-C port. Now, that is pretty important because what we've gotten to know over the time is that a lot of people have issues with their scale. It's mainly due to moisture entering into their scales. And hopefully with this rubber seal here, moisture would be prevented from going in. Now, if we turn on the scale, you can see it's pretty much almost identical to their old models. What you have here is your weight indicator. Here you have your timer. And up here, you have your flow rate. So it's very nice for people who are focusing on pour overs. Additionally, what it allows you to do is measure these in grams, or for those of you who like ounces, you could tap this 6 times and it will go to ounces if you look at the indicator here. Now, grams is the way to go, but you do you, right? The timer basically starts the time. When you hit it, it stops the time. You hold it, it tears and resets the time. It has 2 different modes, just the regular mode right here and the auto mode. So the auto mode, what it allows you to do, once you see the A right here, you could put, let's say you have a pour over scale, right? Press the timer once, you could see the countdown button starting. What it does is it auto starts your timer. So when as soon as it detects a change in weight, you can see the temperature or the time starts. But that's all it does. When you take out your pour over sets, the timer will still run, right? So what you want to do is you want to stop the timer whenever you are done with your pour over. Now, to go back to the regular mode, hit this timer button 5 times again, and you're back in regular mode. So this Basic 2.0, it's an improved version of everything that was wrong in their previous version or everything that could be improved, and it's basically being improved in this version. Same price, $59 US. So it's a steal for those of you who are looking for a budget coffee scale. Now, the more interesting thing, it's the Mini, right? This is not the Nano, it's actually the Mini. It's just released in 2024. For those of you who are in the States, it's not yet available yet, but soon it will be. It will retail at about $69 US, so just $10 more compared to the Basic 2.0. And what you get, I think it's far superior for those of you who are looking for the ultimate coffee scale. First of all, you can look at the silicone tap here or tip. What it's designed, it says that it's designed to allow water to flow out through these edges, right, when you turn it, right? Second of all, if you look at the scale, it has a on-off button. It has also the same rubber seal so that moisture will not enter. And you could see it's way neater. You have your weight, your flow rate, and then your time. If you just look at the Basic is not as neat because you have to look up and down and then sideways, which is just, I do not like it, right? It's just too much numbers and too confusing. This, I could just look at one line, my human brain just understands it, right? It has 3 different modes. The regular mode, which is just basic, the espresso mode, and then the pour over mode. Let's go to the espresso mode. So you hit the timer 3 times, you could see ESP. What espresso mode does is, as soon as it detects a change in weight, it will tear out the scale. So it's assuming that you're putting a cup or a mug, an empty mug on top, right? That's the espresso mode. Now, going to your pour over mode, this is your pour over mode, right? What it does is it will automatically, basically the same thing like that auto mode, it will start your timer on its own. And then when you want to stop the timer, hit the timer stop. But I always just place it in regular mode because it's just very confusing if you have it in different modes. Right, regular mode is just the way to go. Tear out the scale by itself and it runs. Just look at the height of it. It's only 1.6 cm in terms of its height. It's so thin, it could fit in any espresso machine. Almost every espresso machine, you could fit this scale without the rubber silicone tab. And what this tab gives you also, or pad, silicone pad, is if you turn it upside down, it basically shows you that you could put your espresso portafilter on it so that it can hold it right nicely, and you could tear out a scale and you could measure it. So it's a pretty nifty design, right? They designed it in such a way you could use it for both espresso and pour over. Now, conclusion. Who are these scales for? I would say if you want the ultimate go-to scale right now in 2024 for Timemore, the Mini is basically it, right? It's not too big, not too small. It's just nice enough for a pour over scale. You can still see the numbers clearly. This thing still holds on the surface steadily and everything works perfectly, right? And even for espresso, it's thin enough, the height is thin enough for you to do espresso. Now, for those of you who you're just going to focus on pour overs, right? And you want a big scale that allows you to press the button easily, go for the Basic 2.0, right? Now, pro tip, they've discontinued all the other scales now. They're no more manufacturing it. So if you still find them selling it and you want the older model, quickly run, get it, purchase it before it's gone, right? But there's nothing to shout about in the older model. The newer model is far superior, and for the same price, why not get the newer model, right? So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.